Okay, this is probably gonna be my last attempt at this shit, because twice now, for some reason, in dead silence, I have been hit with a copyright strike. Twice! On my fucking streams. And I'm guessing it's because I had the fucking Yandere Simulator website up. Knock on wood, this artwork that is absolutely not Alex Mahan's, absolutely is not, does not belong to Yandere Simulator, the website, or whatever. Hopefully, that will be left alone. And hopefully it's not because they're trying to strike me over my thumbnail, because it's my own fucking art. This is getting asinine. And, I can't help but wonder twice in a row if somehow Alex is behind it and has, like, a little auto-detect for when somebody starts talking shit about Yandere Simulator. Oh wait, guess what, Alex? It ain't shit if it's true. Mr. Spaghetti Cadetti, motherfucking I wanna show off high school girl panties, bullshit motherfucker. Ugh. There's many reasons I didn't want to talk about Yandere Simulator. I didn't want to talk about it because of Alex Mahan's history. I did not want to talk about Yandere Simulator because too many people have already dug into it, done an in-depth analysis, completely took apart the coding, completely dismantled the story, did everything possible to unravel every single individual fucking thread that is Yandere Simulator. And you know what? He's still fucking going. He's still fucking going even after everybody pointed out what is wrong and what he is not fixing. I didn't want to talk about this shit because Alex has a bad habit of striking down and causing issues with YouTubers that happen to critique him in any way. Be it mean, be it helpful, be it anything. He just has a habit of taking everybody down. Because anybody that talks any amount of bad about his game is the enemy. We're apparently all gremlins to him. Yes, that is in his own words, by the way. If you haven't seen his very, very famous hate and shame video, I do not recommend watching it. I recommend watching a mirror so you don't give him any more views or help boost that fucking 78 upvotes. And it's all dumb kids. It is all dumb kids that think, oh, it's an edgy game. Oh, sexy high school girls. I'm a weeaboo little dick. I don't know what it's like to talk to a real person. I'm shitting on my past self, by the way. I used to like Yandere Simulator. I was an avid follower of Yandere Simulator's development back when it came to being in 2014, 2015. I stopped when I happened upon a little lovely website called Kiwi Farms, which spilled all of Alex's fucking guts. Basically, everybody has talked about this game. Everybody has talked about the shit coding, his awful inability to converse with fans civilly or act remotely mature for his age, has to constantly stream games along with his epic rage moments for all to see, and then has a bitch fit when anybody else has the gall to point it out. And he's a fucking man-child. Supposedly he is, dimmed it down a bit, or toned it back, whatever, as of late. I don't believe it. I believe he's been less, open about it online, but I don't think he has changed at all. And you want to know why? Because we're going to talk about the June 15th update. Mind you, the one update before this is dubbed, and I quote, final build before Osana? As in, look, this might be the actual release of Osana, in which he says, and I quote, I am not going to give you a specific date because then I will probably just push it back, but just have your fingers crossed that after this build, we're probably gonna have Osana. Q, June 15th. Over the past 2 weeks, a very large number of bugs reports were submitted. I fixed every bug as the reports rolled in, and by the time 2 weeks had passed, The game had accumulated over 70 fixes and improvements. Yeah, I hope one of those is a stable frame rate and an actual effective save system. Not your shitty little snap mode. Which, by the way, snap mode, you literally don't have to do anything. Just stand there, it'll deal with itself. Is the stupidest fucking mechanic implemented in a game I have seen yet. God, I'm so mad I can't even talk. I'm pretty sure that this build represents the biggest difference between two builds in Yandere Simulator's history. Can anybody actually fact check that? Because my computer can't run this game. It can't run it at more than 10 FPS. And that's if I turn off shadows, and as long as I'm the furthest possible distance from all the other students. Just letting you know that now. One of the bugs fixed was probably not the frame rate. Why? Because that would require him fixing his code. Something he has admitted he will not do, because he is so keen on keeping it so unique to him. He's so proud of his 50 million if-else statements and his 17,000 plus lines of code being run for all 90 fucking students, not counting teachers. 90 fucking students. No wonder your game runs awful. No wonder. I'm probably not even making any sense. I'm just like rage spewing garbage out of my mouth, probably. I see what my problem is. Sort of. Although I was planning to not release any more builds until Osana was finished, right there, you fucking lose. Okay, Yandere Dev? Your very last blog thing before this one should have never mentioned Osana being a possible release. Okay? You knew that as soon as this build came out, people were going to start coming in with all their bug reports, you know, the same ones people have been complaining about: the frame rate, the crash upon loading, the no save system. Well, there probably is now. I haven't played the last two builds. I've been watching people play it, and mind you, Rybaru still clings to Osana's ass and literally sits on top of her in class. They're like some kind of disgusting mutated freak now. Like, no shade. Fact check. He says most things are the biggest implements to make them seem like they're more important are priorities when they're simple fixes. Yes. Yes, he does. And that's one of my biggest pet peeves. It's like, just stick to putting in major things and then add the extra whatever, like outfit designs, the extra details of the class, or add all that shit in polish. There are certain stages that need to be followed when doing game development. And one of the first things when it comes to having a demo-ready game is your basic controls, your first boss, and basic, like, menial things to do. Something to interact with the objects around you, have a small goal. That is literally all you require for a demo. You don't have to worry about the polish. You don't have to worry about the nice, smooth animations yet. You don't have to worry about what kind of outfits people want to choose from yet. You don't have to worry about, oh, how many different hairstyles should I allow? You don't have to worry about that shit until actual release finalize, like, the final version. The finalized... I shouldn't say finalized beta, because beta is, like, the step before finalization. But, like, you can basically wait until the final beta to start adding the polish. Start adding in all these excess details that he wants to add first. It's like, you don't seem to have the right focus or the right... what's the word? There's like a specific word that I'm trying to think of. I suppose synonyms would be priority. You do not have your priorities in check when it comes to what you want in your game. Like adding the whole marketplace shit. That is completely unnecessary to make the game playable and releasable as a demo. That is totally unnecessary. Oh my gosh. He keeps trying to rag in stolen character files. Yes! Yes, exactly. They are sprinkles on top of the burnt cupcake drenched in frosting is what it is. Yeah, it was my first one. It turns out worse takes longer, so you can just... Exactly! Thank you. It's jumping very far ahead from what I was going to say, but that's exactly where I was getting. He is literally milking his Patreon. He is literally milking his ad revenue from YouTube. He is milking this fucking game development. He's been milking it for 6 years and still says that it's not ready for a demo version release. That's not good. Fucking Tiny Build released, what was it? Hello Neighbor in, like, pre-alpha for people to play. And guess what? They had the neighbor implemented, they had the ability to explore the house implemented, and they had different goal sets implemented, including find the key, get to the basement. Like, that's how you make a demo. And then they added polish as they went along. But they had the basics ready. And that's all you need, Yandere Dev. That's all you need, Alex. You just need the fucking basics of your game to make it playable. Ignore the fine details. Just put Asana in and make her fucking killable. Boom! Demo ready! I'm so sorry for anybody that is listening to this with headphones. I've tried fixing my desktop audio so that I'm not blowing any ears. I haven't even made it past the first half of this first sentence of the second paragraph, and I'm already raging and just exploding about this fucking game. I need to, like... You know what I need? I need water. Go hydrate, everyone. Bedtime yet, birds. Birds, it's not bedtime yet. My birds are screaming at... Oh. My birds are screaming at me. They want goldfish before bed. He means putting every asset available just so he can push back their... Yes! Yeah. I'm telling you right now. I'm calling it. We will not see a 2025 release date. I'm calling it now. This is gonna go on another 5 years. That is my personal, what's the word? The thing that, like, fortune tellers do. That's my prediction. There we go. That's the word. My prediction, we got 5 more years, baby. 5 more years of development. And we're still not gonna have Osana. Actually, no, we'll probably finally have Osana year 4. Year 4 of going on an extra 5. Although I was planning to not release any more builds until Osana was finished, the current build of the game is such a massive improvement over the previous one that I can't help but release a new update. It is such a massive improvement that I can't give you Osana. It is such a massive improvement that I can't give you Osana. Just eat it. Eat it. Eat my fucking hands, Alex. Eat my fucking hands. Bet $15 on the tip. I don't have money right now. I am poor. I am very broke. Everything I have is in my bank, and it is not worth a shit. For the longest change log I've ever posted. Scroll down past this striking artwork by Deadly... I'm guessing that's supposed to be secret, but secret was stolen. Deadly Secret of Aklis? It is very nice art. It is very, very nice art. Long weapon rebalancing. Okay, yeah. Let's see how he finally balanced out using the long weapons. You know, like the katana and the fucking golf club, the baseball bat. Oh yeah, neither do I, but in 5 years. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Fuck, maybe in 5 years I'll actually have a retail job or something. Hear that, people? Then I can afford Sony Vegas. Then I'll do all that fancy-ass video editing shit people keep mentioning. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, cheeks are gonna turn a little red. Whoopsie. Short weapons, like knives. As if, you know, people can't picture a short weapon being shorter than Sephiroth's sword. Boing. Short weapons can be concealed. Yes. Yes, they can. Logically. So that the player can transport weapons in secrecy. I'm very tempted to read this in the Alex Mahan voice. You know, his rather calm, robotic-sounding demeanor that he uses to sound much more on the level of his viewers. That was shade I just threw at a bunch of children. I am so sorry. I'm too mean. However, long weapons, like baseball bats, cannot be concealed. For years, this meant that long weapons were objectively inferior to short weapons, and that there was no reason, fuck off fly, to use long weapons. Except that, you know, when you left it in sandbox and people could literally just go around slaughtering people with it for fun. Ugh, what the fuck was that noise? The fuck noise did I just make? That was a demonic noise. Wait. I thought it gave me a link. Oh, I scrolled over my... Oops. But I mean, there's many reasons to use long weapons, especially if you're just bored, have literally no way of, like, defeating the game other than just fucking around with the buggy-ass sword implementation. To give the player incentive to use more than one weapon type, long weapons were given an advantage. Victims killed by a long weapon would not leave blood pools. Nitpick, but what logic does that make? How would you leave behind less blood getting damaged with a long weapon outside of, like, a baseball bat specifically that wouldn't cause you to bleed profusely? I'm sorry, I don't know anybody that's been stabbed or cut with a sword that just kind of, like, was able to completely cover it. Like, oh no guys, it's okay, there's no way it went through the other side or got me longer across than I thought. No. Already, that's a problem just logically. Why? You would bleed less if you were stabbed with a knife than you would with a sword. Why? Because it's more likely the sword will go through you or even cut you in half, while the knife is usually used shink, 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 leaving you with opportunity to survive. Because you're less likely to just bleed out. You've got more of a chance to, oh god, I gotta call an ambulance. You got more time. You bleed less, when something smaller hurts you. Brad doesn't know how blood works. As someone who's literally seen forensic cases of being bludgeoned to death, you bleed more internally. Yes, exactly! Like head trauma. Severe fucking bleeding around the brain. It's still bleeding. And you would see it affect shit like start coming out the ears and whatnot. Or like, you fucking say somebody gets hit by a car. They won't necessarily start bleeding on the outside except for maybe from scrapes, but you know them lungs be like a fucking Capri Sun packet. Done. Oh my god. I'm sorry, I'm just going off on like forensic shit when that's not even really... I'm gonna get comments of, it's just a game, Jay. Calm down, man. It's just a game. Like, it's not supposed to be realistic, but he wants to implement things like the Yakuza, selling people into sex trafficking and whatnot. Yes, that is a real thing. And if I can find it later, I will show the video that has that evidence. It's very fucking disturbing, the details he goes into. And you can say, oh, it's just a game, it's just a game, it's just a game. How about the whole making it so that your inventory is you opening up your skirt and him literally writing 6 paragraphs defending his reasoning for showing off a 16-year-old girl's panties? Oh, I'm sorry, they're all somehow 18 even though the boys are all wearing middle school uniforms. Do your fucking research, Yandere Dev. I'm losing my voice. If hit in the ribs, the cage can impale the vital organs or just rip straight through it. Yes. All it takes is one rib. Crack. Boom. Punctured intestine, punctured lung, possibly punctured heart. All it takes is one wrong rib. It's all it takes, people. Just keep that shit in mind. And it still takes you minutes to bleed out. I'm yelling way too much, and I really hope that everybody's speakers are okay. I keep turning it down little by little. And eventually it's probably just gonna be mute, and I'm not gonna notice it because I'm too busy going off like a fucking nuke. Oh boy. However, this made long weapons too OP. It removed all incentive to use short weapons. Not really. Because some people are sadistic, and in a sandbox game where you can just randomly kill people with any weapon you fucking please, will use whatever weapon they fucking please. I should know. All I did was play sandbox when it was functional. Or even vessels if lucky, which can cause seizing in certain parts like the arms. Bruh, depending on what time it is at your house, you want to hop on and just back and forth with me about this? Well, I shouldn't offer that up, because, like, I don't know, I'm trying to make it short, and me going on these tangents probably is not helping my case at all. So I'm gonna try and read through. I'm gonna try and read through without having a fucking conniption fit every sentence. Fingers crossed. If I can, you know what? If I can make it through this entire paragraph right here, it's only it is only 2 sentences long. If I can make it through this, you have to hit like. Or dislike, I don't care, but you have to go hit one of those buttons. If I can make it through this paragraph. If I don't, you can leave a comment shaming me about how I'm a salty asshole. And loud. And how I am very loud. Damn, I'm down. I know, but I shouldn't, because I'm trying to make this short. I shouldn't. To balance the advantages and disadvantages of both weapon times, non-concealable weapons are now 5 times more suspicious than concealable weapons. That means that students will notice you carrying long weapons and become alarmed 5 times as quickly. This means that the player needs to be very careful and stealthy when carrying around a long weapon, or else their reputation will get annihilated quickly. I see what he's trying to do. He's trying to add more of the whole, like, Hitman / Persona crossover whatever thing by making you have to actually adapt to the weapons that you're using. I'll give him that. Is it necessary to make it 5 times more quickly? It's like, can't you just make it noticeable when someone's carrying a katana and less noticeable when someone's carrying a knife, say, in their pocket? It's not that hard to just make one concealable and one not. You don't necessarily have to up the sensitivity. Do you realize the issues that's gonna cause in your already buggy game? Where some people notice when you have a box of fucking matches. Or a box of cigarettes. Like, you gotta think a little bit about how that affects the relativity of, like, the relativity of other things in the... Oh, wait, you don't give a shit, Spaghetti Cadetti. I will stop saying that because I hate the word codetti so fucking much. I'm pretty sure, like, I don't know who coined it, but, like, I kind of hate you for getting it stuck in my head. Your video was good, but I hate that you coined codetti. Spaghetti code. Hey, I made it through the paragraph. Don't think I didn't notice that. Improvements in Japan. Oh, fuck me. No. Yandere Dev, you need to not bother referencing Japan anymore. You need to just wholly westernize your fucking game. Just implement the whole Yandere story and boom. Because you don't seem to actually grasp Japanese culture at all. You fuck up the names to the point where the nurse is named something fucking eggplant. One of the words translates directly to eggplant, and then the other one, which is supposed to be another word for nurse, translates to something else stupid. But, like, all the characters' names very literally, for the most part, except for where the Japanese is broken. Go figure. All translate to exactly the student's personality. Like, one of them is Supreme Goddess. Translated to English. It's so stupid. But, like, he doesn't even have the students in the right year uniforms. They're supposed to be, like, final year students. Or senior class for Americans. And then I'm supposing it's also senior for secondary school in the EU, UK. And correct me if I'm wrong on that. I am always welcome to corrections. Absolutely. So, like, you can't even bother to put them in the right school. I will repeat myself for the last time. All of the boys are running around in middle school uniforms. It has been pointed out by many people. And it is dumb. And I'm pretty sure that the girls aren't even wearing the right color uniforms. In Japan, you have to be at least 20 years old in order to purchase alcohol or cigarettes. Oh my god, what? You're fucking implementing a fake ID? Why does it matter if you can buy pornography? Why do we need to buy pornography? What are you implying here? Why is there the implication that we're gonna be able to buy pornography? Is this so that you can sell sex tapes to the Yakuza? This is why Yandere-chan needs a fake ID, despite being 18. I refuse to accept this, because in the fucking story mode where you get to go into the past as Yandere-chan's mother, she's fucking 17. You cannot tell me that somehow, Yandere-chan is not 17 in her final year of high school too. There's just no fucking way. I don't know the chances Someone call the feds on this dude, LMAO. Well, we technically can't because thanks to how poor the Unity engine models are, it's hard for people to, quote, discern them as children. Even though, you know, the boys are in middle school uniforms. Like, I will not let that fucking go. Oh god, I need to go put my birds to bed. Alright, babies, I hear you yelling. I'm sorry. Birds were yelling at me for good reason, it turns out. Because I am dumb, and I can't pay attention to the clock to save my goddamn ass. But yeah, it's so fucking stupid. Fake ID. I don't know. Order it online. There is a such thing as ordering alcohol online. You can order 10 packs of cigarettes online. There are ways around the whole need to be 20. People surpass shit to view pornography on websites by hitting the yes I am 18 button. To reflect this, the 18 plus in the stores has been upped to say 20 plus because I am a fucking weeaboo and I need to make it seem like I understand Japan more than I have reflected in my shitty weeaboo game that was made to impress 4chaners. Yes, he has originally dubbed this the most anti-SJW game. It is such bullshit, because he eventually caved in and started adding shit that was quote-unquote so SJW in other games and whatnot. It's so fucking stupid. The player is no longer able to save the game under circumstances that would instantly screw the player upon reloading the save file. Okay, I'll give him that. That makes sense. Or circumstances that would be very difficult for the game to recreate. Would that be because, I don't know, your fucking code sucks? He's turned into the internet incel, fedora double chin, and shit like that. I know what an incel is, my man, I promise. I'm not that internet-tarded. I'm not that dumb. For as dumb as I made myself to be just now. I promise. A message will appear on the pause screen menu when saving game is not possible. Just add a little thing in the bottom that says cannot save. You don't need to add a little pop-up thing. Unless you mean that the little message... Oh, on the pause screen. I need to learn to read better. I guess that means that there's still no quick save option. To make it possible to complete a multi-mission that involves poisoning more than 2 characters, it is now possible to purchase infinite lethal poisons from InfoChan, but only during mission mode. Which is dumb. Why do you need a mission mode? Lethal poison is also now less expensive in mission mode. Why do you need a mission mode? You already have a mission in-game. Thought I had to explain it to the boomer. I know, there's a lot of things you have to explain to me, but for once, this is not one of those. I swear. I promise. I was a good boy, and I did some research. I'm kidding. I've known about incels for a while. I think since... Fuck. I graduated in 2014, so... It's been like 8-9 years, if I remember correctly. Oh boy. Saving and loading. Yay. One of the important things you should have had in the first place. Now tracks kidnap victims. Whether or not there should be a fence on the roof, school's current level of atmosphere, and whether or not there should be metal detectors and security cameras at the school. So you just admitted to stealing mechanics from a Yandere Sim fan game. Watashi no Mono or some shit like that. They have this thing where as you kill students or students go missing, shit gets dark, students start talking about how others have gone missing and shit, like shit changes to reflect victims being gone and whatnot. So like, what the fuck? How did my... Side note, I think I have a fucking ghost. I'll explain that in another video another time. Also, I'm gonna just say now, I might have to cancel Sunday's stream depending what time I'm able to get home. We will see. But I wanted to get this one out of the way because I had it set for early in the morning, which I will not be here. I will be at a friend of mine's place watching some kiddos. Alright. The game now properly tracks study points. If you put study points into a school subject, then load an earlier save, your number of study points will revert back to whatever number they were when the game was saved. Wait. Oh, okay. So, like, it'll change every time you save after. So some of these decisions make sense. Some of them. I will give them that. But, you know, some of these really shouldn't matter yet, is the bottom line. Just consider that. Why do we need a multi-mission setting yet? Why do we need a mission mode yet? Why do we need any of this extra shit? Like, the whole needing a fake ID, the whole, the whole multi-mission, as I mentioned. The whole, changing circumstance thing. Well, no, that could be considered. Oh, fuck. Where is XP shoe? Ugh. Itchy nose. Ugh. Ow. Fuck. Just, why do we need all of this extra shit when you don't even have what is technically the first boss properly implemented? My only free time. Okay, alright, so, I might be able to manage Wednesday. I might. Excuse me as I rub the hell out of my nose. I will be washing my hands after this. Okay, great, but, like, why do we need this study points thing? Why do we need patrolling? Well, I don't know. I guess their basic routes and whatnot could be implemented right now. But, like, why do they need to be polished right now? Why can't you just implement all important shit, then polish it? Why? Just why? Why do you gotta give us the sprinkles before you give us the actual cupcake? I need to stop using that. Just stop using that, not euphemism, metaphor. Because I think I am very snackish right now. And me talking about snacks is not helping. Characters who were patrolling at the time of a save will now resume their patrol accurately upon loading the save instead of returning to original patrol point whenever a save is loaded. Okay, that's a nice bug fix. It's not really needed yet. If the player spilled blood, saved the game, then cleaned up the blood, and then saved the game again, there was a bug that would respawn the blood. The bug has been fixed. Again, not really necessary yet. You can touch that up after you implement the actual ability to kill the first rival. Which, according to you in the last post, still hasn't really been done. Except that I think it's been done by somebody's fan build. The only good implements on a game would be like Skyrim, for example, even though it isn't a demo, it's still... like... I read that wrong. Like Skyrim, for example. Even though it ain't a demo, it's still a good example since he's going to implement that extra bit of points and levels. Yes. It's the first time I just give a blunt answer. And then I lose my place because I'm stupid. If the player spilled blood... Okay. Lockers that you can hide bodies inside of now have cyan outlines in Yandere vision. Like every other tool that facilitates getting away with murder. Yandere, why don't you just have it like as a mild hint, like, you know, regular games do? They usually have some form of hint outline or coloration or whatever that makes the usable items stand out. Why do you have to have, like, a whole ass ability? Are you trying to, like, implement Lens of Truth style shit from Legend of Zelda? Because let me tell you, that shit was infuriating. I fucking hate the Shadow Temple. Everybody's like, oh, I hate the Water Temple. I hate the Water Temple. It's so hard. I always get lost. Yeah, I got lost in it too, but I'm not complaining. No, fuck the Shadow Temple. It's the most complicated bullshit. Skyrim for days, please. Oh, days on end, please forgive me. Why would I forgive you for playing an awesome game? You hoe. I'm sorry, you're not a hoe. Horny on main, but... I accuse as I am literally horny on my main. Oh my god. Here's the how to make money. Oh my god. See, this is the other thing. Why do you need money to buy shit before a fucking demo? Why? What good does that do for when the demo is actually released? Oh, I want people to be able to do more shit. Just fucking make the first rival killable. Make their death play whatever. Make the fucking route. Just make the fucking route, implement it, release the build, fix bugs as they come in, and then once the bugs are all touched up, boom, demo, release it, start adding polish. There you go. Your problem fixed, Alex. Oh my god, I've been ranting and raving. I'm a hoe and we know it. And bottom of me. Like always. You bottom. Okay, I'm gonna have to hurry this shit up because I am starting to lose patience and interest. Oh my gosh. There is now a how to make money tutorial. Hiccup pop up when you try to purchase things at school without having enough money to buy anything. Which is dumb. Why do you need that? You're implementing shit from Watashi no Mono. Is this why they've stopped production? And why they've started losing support is because you've just started implementing shit from their fucking builds? Really? Because that explains a lot. Now that's just my accusing you're a Switch bitch. I'm very tempted to pick up my Switch, but I'm too tired and on a roll here. Like, just... What is the point of buying shit? Why? And then I lost what I was gonna fucking say. Because I was raged and then got pillow, biting, bottom boy, and switch bitch dumbass. Yee. I just... what the fuck is the next one? From now on, if you crush a phone with your foot while carrying or dragging a corpse, you'll trot the corpse before crushing the phone. What? Why does that detail fucking matter? This is... You know, I can probably summarize all of my responses to this at the end as, why do these fucking matter? That's literally probably every answer or every question I will have. Oh my god. It is no longer possible to view Senpai's student profile in mission mode since he is canonically dead in the mission mode timeline. Useless information! Completely useless. Nobody needs to know that. Nobody cares. Who the fuck even bothers to look in the student profiles? Who? If the player drags a corpse nearby the mythical tree, that corpse will no longer spawn blood pools. Interesting Easter egg. What the fuck is the point? How does this help with the demo mode being closer to release? It is no longer possible to leave bloody footprints within the proximity of the mythical tree behind the school. Again, cool Easter egg. Nobody fucking cares. It's not important. It doesn't help get Osana in any sooner. It doesn't get the game released any sooner as a demo. And, well, guess what? We all know that you're gonna make us pay for the fucking demo, Alex. We all know it. Even though you make $2 fucking grand a month from your goddamn Patreon. If I made that from literally anything, I would be living pleasantly. It would be fucking wonderful. Certain items, clean school uniform or money, can now be ordered from InfoChan multiple times in a single day. Totally useless detail. Nobody cares. Doesn't get the demo released any sooner. The player will now see a new texture on Yandere-chan's phone when taking a picture with the phone's camera. Nobody cares. Useless update. Little feature. Totally unnecessary. Become Masume's task. I read that wrong. Because Masume's task requires Haruta to be alive, Masume's task is no longer available if Haruta is dead. Makes sense. Totally unnecessary. Doesn't get the demo released any sooner. I am repeating myself because can you see where this fucking trend is going? This has been repeating for 6 years and it has only gotten worse. It has gotten far worse because he thinks that the nicer seeming all these little details on top are, the less you'll give a fuck about what's underneath them. The less you'll notice how bad the glitches are of the characters running into and clinging to each other. How bad it is when it comes to Osana dying and Ribaru just standing there. How bad it is to, like, bully and push Ribaru around and she just floats behind Osana in a sitting position. Completely unnatural and unhuman. Like, I should probably stop here just because I'm going to get madder and I'm going to get meaner and I'm going to probably get, like, more incoherent and I really don't want another just yelling and screaming video. So I'm probably going to call it a night here. I'm not even going to bother. Are you fucking... This is so... Can you guess? Just out of me glancing over this, can you guess how many of these I saw that were actually worth noting? I saw one. The only one that seems to be of any note is this. It is no longer possible to steal a student's phone if that student is watching you. That's the only one that actually matters. Why? Because it is probably more than likely going to be necessary for you to steal Osana's phone. So this is actually an okay fix. And does manage to get us a step closer to the tippy top of the 1 million step pyramid that is releasing Osana to the world. Oh my god, I need to stop fucking with my eye. Oh my god. Bug fix that would cause disabled distance animations to snap to 25 as player loaded into school after setting it to off. Are you fucking serious? Now, it is optional if you want your game to run better. Because instead of just automatically making the students moving boards when you're like 10 to 20 feet away from them, now you have the option to make them move like boards instead. You know, you have the option to make your game run better. Fix your code, Alex. Oh wait, somebody did once. Tiny Build. They sent somebody over to fix your coding. You got pissed at them and booted them out. And then said it was their fault. You fucking cunt. Literally none of these are of note. What the fuck is this shit? Whose artwork is this? That doesn't look like Alex's. Unless he, like, improved, then congrats. But that does not look like Alex Mahan's art. I'm gonna say this now. That does not look like Alex Mahan's style, if that's who does the artwork on the front page. I'm gonna scroll up like this because I am just waiting for another one of those fucking, like, copyright bullshit messages to pull up and completely fuck my stream over. And you know what? I hope the VODs for those last two, like, 1 minute streams are still up, just so that people can get an idea how fast I got fucking cucked. Just so you can see how fast. Faster than getting booted from Yandere Simulator Discord. Which, maybe someday I'll do one of the stupid speedrun videos where you, like, dump a gif of Consume the Cum Chalice or of Alex's face into the chat and see how long it takes for a bot to punch you out there. Alright, so this one's of note. Good news. Hey, guess what? I optimized a bunch of things in the school scene. I don't know which thing specifically made the biggest difference, but where I was previously getting an average frame rate of 50 to 55, bullshit, I'm now getting an average of 55 to 60. Woohoo! Doubt. Fucking doubt. I know people with fucking Origin PCs that cannot get 40 fucking frames per second stable frame rate. So no, Alex, you're full of shit. Don't even test me on this. I am willing to fucking text them and say, hey, you up for trying Yandere Simulator just to prove how bad the frame rate is? Because believe me, they're willing. They're probably not right now because considering that it's 9:20 here, they're probably looking at, I don't know, probably 1 in the morning. Roughly. So, like, can't do that. Return of the pillowcases. Oh god, wait, these were there before? These were sold before? Message saying you can't use the save feature should say you cannot rest while enemies are nearby. You are fucking 12. After the Oka and Budo pillowcases were added to the crowd-made store, I'm sorry. There's a fucking store. I swear to God, I better not get, like, fucking hit with this. There's no... Oh, I had that. That's fucking... That's creepy, dude. What the fuck? You can say they're like 18 all you want. They don't even look 18. That's fucking creepy. And it's almost 60. It's basically $65 depending on how, you know, how far away you are from where they're shipping this shit. Oh my god. That's fucking creepy. Who the fuck wants basically Lolicon pillow? Shotacon pillow. I mean, he almost looks adult. Debatably. I don't know. I'm not gonna click on it because I'm sure that if I do, I'm gonna get hit with one of those fucking copyright shits. But like, oh my god. That's... Whoever wants these pillowcases, you are fucking creepy. And Alex, you are fucking creepier for making them. Why? We know Yandere-chan is basically a fucking teenager. You cannot deny it. People know that you fucked up. You put most of the students in fucking middle school uniforms, and that you had to last minute change it to cover your ass because you decided to have your characters shared in an 18+ game. Fucking cutie, Project QT or some shit like that. Which is, been labeled a pornography game for some reason. I refuse to download it to find out, but I will take fucking Game Jam. I almost said Game Jam. I will take a Game Journal's, like 3 of them, word for it for once. 'Cause, yeah, I've seen sprites. They're not exactly kid friendly. Then again, neither is Yandere Simulator, but is he gonna stop kids from getting it? No, because it's all kids paying for it using mommy's credit card. You know it is. Anyway, I think I've abused my voice enough. I'm about to hit the 1 hour mark, so we can push the last like 2 minutes and like do questions, or we can just end it here. I think we're just gonna end it here. Oh god. Fuck that prevented. I need to stop looking at this shit. Anyway. This has been Fallout Sheppy being a salty dick. And I will see you possibly Sunday for maybe a solo reading continuing Homestuck 2. At least a little bit. Mostly because it's more fun to do it with my friends. But I don't know if I can push it to Wednesday because I don't know how the fuck my next few weeks are gonna be. So, we shall see. Anyway, have a good one.